Welcome to Crayola Creative Workshop. I'm Allison.
And I'm Liana.
And we're making this great turkey tail centerpiece for our Thanksgiving table. When our friends and family come to our house, they'll be able to take out a feather and write a message of Thanksgiving on it.
And then put it right back in so the turkey won't miss
Exactly. We'll show you exactly how you can make one for your table. To make a turkey tail centerpiece, you'll need 1 recycled 2-liter bottle, colored paper, masking tape, combs, scissors, Crayola gel markers, Crayola Model Magic Fusion, and some kitchen foil. We'll start by using this bottle to make our turkey body. This makes a great turkey body, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It just needs a
head.
So why don't you grab the foil, and we're going to roll this foil into a ball. So go ahead. It doesn't have to be a tight ball. Nice loose ball. Perfect. That's a good size ball. A nice turkey head. That's about the size of a turkey head that will fit just right on this bottle. But we need to put something over it to make a neck to anchor onto the bottle. Another piece of foil, please. How's that?
Good.
I think the best thing we can do is tape it on.
Yeah.
Putting some tape right on the edge where the foil meets the bottle will help keep the head in place. Great. There's just one thing missing from this turkey head.
The beak.
The beak, yeah. We'll do that next. There you go. Okay, it's right in place. We're almost ready to build. Can you grab us one more piece of foil? We'll wrap this piece of foil around the back of the head to make a beak. There you go. One more beak. Perfect. It's really starting to look like a turkey.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, now it's time to add Model Magic. We're going to cover this structure, it's also called an armature, with this Model Magic Fusion. The great thing about Model Magic Fusion is that it's nice and sticky. It'll stick right to this bottle. So let's get started. We always keep our container closed until right before we're ready to use it. That keeps our Model Magic Fusion fresh. So first we're going to flatten it out on our table with our hands. You can even hold it up to do that. And you might notice that we covered our work surface with some wax paper. We taped it in place so that we would have a nice smooth surface to roll our Model Magic. This stuff feels so cool.
I know.
Okay, so once we've got it pretty flat, we'll lay it on the surface, and we came up with a really great idea, didn't we? For how to roll it real flat?
Mm-hmm.
We use a marker, and we just roll it across the Model Magic, almost like a rolling pin. This helps to flatten it out and stretch it out so we can get the most out of our Model Magic. Mine's getting real flat. How's yours? Wow, you're using a lot of muscle. I can't believe how you're flattening out that piece and making it so big. I think mine's ready to put on the bottle. You want to help me do it?
I think mine's ready too.
Okay. We're going to use these Model Magic pieces to cover this entire turkey. I'll start with the head. You want to go around the body?
Sure.
Now we're going to cover the entire head except the beak because we're going to use a different color for the beak. We usually like to use yellow or mix it with red to make orange.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Now where the edges come together, we usually smooth it with our fingers, right? And we try to spread it around and cover any holes that we might have, like this one. Now when we made this turkey, it took us a little while to cover that entire turkey with Model Magic. And luckily we have one that we already started. It's right over here. Here's the one that we finished up pretty nicely, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep. We really enjoyed making this one. Now, there's something else that this turkey needs. There's quite a few things, isn't there?
Yeah.
He needs eyes, a beak, he needs wings, and we're going to put all those pieces on right now with some more Model Magic Fusion. Why don't we start with the beak?
Okay.
What color would you like to make the beak?
Orange.
Okay. We know that if you mix red and yellow, that makes orange. So, Liana, just take a little bit of each color and you can mix them. And while you're mixing them to make a nice orange, because you're going to need to really smush them a while, right?
Yep.
I'll work on the eyes. So let me show you how you can make some eyes. Take some Model Magic white. This is how we did ours. Of course, you can do yours any way you like. And just roll a nice ball between your hands. And you can just stick them right in place. It sticks right to the other Model Magic. Now, if something would happen and you'd accidentally knock off an eyeball or something, you can always glue it back on then. There's 2 eyes. I think we'll make blue eyes on this guy. What do you think?
Yeah.
We'll take a little bit of blue and make 2 smaller balls. Just press them right on. They stick right on. We thought it was funny to give our turkeys some eyelids because we thought it kind of made them look like they had a little bit of an expression on their face. This was so easy. Let's show you how to do that.
I think I'm ready for the beak.
Oh, you are? Okay, great. Let's do that first. Okay, you want to roll it real flat? Flatten it nice and smushed flat. You want to roll it? While you do that, I'll do the eyelids.
Okay.
Eyelids were super duper easy. Just take a little bit, roll it into a ball. There's a ball. Then smash it flat with your hand. Did you know you could cut Model Magic with scissors? Well, you can, just like that. And I bet you know where I'm going with this. Eyelids. Just stretch one across. Stretch it down the back. And stretch the other one across. Side to side. Push it down the back with your fingers. Ooh. I like that. He looks a little scared, like maybe that he's going to become somebody's turkey dinner. What do you think? Maybe he's a little nervous. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's wrap that around the beak. You can use your fingers to shape it however you want. What's that red thing called again that's always on a turkey beak?
The wattle.
The wattle. I guess we should make that too, huh?
Yep.
That's great. And it's always red, and it kind of starts like right about here, and the one that I saw that we went to the turkey farm. Okay, you want to do the wattle? When we did the wattle, we just rolled a snake. You can see Leanna's doing that. She rolled a nice snake. You can even roll it on the table if you want to. Can you show them how? Great. And then you just kind of drape it around, pull the sides down, and that's your wattle. There's a little turkey wattle. Oops, this side's falling off. Just pinch it back on. Boy, that was easy to fix.
Yep.
So far, so good. He looks great. I guess we should probably give him wings. While Liana's rolling the wings, I'm going to put a little pocket on back here on the back side of my turkey to hold the feathers. You can see how this one has one. I even hooked it on real tight with some rubber bands. The pocket's just going to hold the feathers in there, and we'll stick a few feathers in right away, and they'll stick. And then later, we can go ahead and tuck some more in after it's dry. So you really just need a nice big piece of Model Magic. You can press it sort of flat with your hands to kind of make almost like a half moon. You can tuck it right on there. Now it'll stick right on. You can smooth it with your fingers. And you can see right in there, there's a pocket. And that's a place where we're going to stick some feathers. Are you ready for some wings?
Almost.
Okay, let's add the wings next. Now Liana's just making a couple snips with her scissors on the bottom to kind of make it look like the feathers that hang down off the wings.
I'm ready for one.
Okay, should we stick it on? You want to work on the other one?
Yep.
Just stick it right on the side. You can wrap it sort of towards the front if you want, or just leave it wherever it wants to hang. Smoothing it in with your finger. You ready for the other one now?
Almost. Now I think I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go. Hey, you know what would be kind of cool? What if we used one of those combs to try to make it look kind of like a feathery wing? You want to try that?
Yeah.
You can use things like combs or shells or almost anything. You can even stick beads in this and it'll stick.
Yeah.
So let's see if you can make some texture. Just, oh, that looks neat. Just to give it something a little different. You can even hold the comb on its side to make lines like the feathers have. Like this way. Watch. Like that. Kind of makes it look like it has feathers, doesn't it? That looks great. Okay, now this Model Magic is going to be dry to the touch in about 24 hours, and it's going to be completely dry in 2 or 3 days. So it's good to make it a few days ahead so you know it's going to be ready to put on your table.
Yep.
So let's set him aside for a little bit to dry. And meanwhile, let's make a few feathers. Feathers are pretty easy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not too hard to make at all. Basically, you just start with a strip of paper like this. It's easy to cut with scissors. And you can either draw a feather shape. You want to do that? You can draw a feather shape. Or, if you want to, you can fold the piece of paper in half and cut a feather shape. Just like this. That's great, Liana. A feather. Pretty easy. I'll leave these scissors with you, Liana. Now, you can do all kinds of great things with your feathers. You can stick them in just plain if you want to. You can design them with gel markers, and you can use all different colors if you want.
And glitter.
You can definitely use glitter. That's one of Liana's favorite things to use. You can design feathers with glitter. Here's one. Here's another. And you can also write some thankful messages yourself on the back to get your family started. That looks great. Okay, I want to show you something else that's pretty cool. If you have someone in your family that you'd really just like to give a special thank you to, you can make your own mini talking turkey tails.
Yep.
Using the same exact techniques we just used with the big ones, just using small recycled plastic bottles, right? This was pretty easy. We made these pretty quickly. And then you can write messages on the back, maybe for a teacher, or a coach,
or a grandfather,
or a grandmother,
or a mom,
or a dad.
Or even like a bus driver.
That's true, even a bus driver. So if you have someone you need to thank in either a big or a little way, try making mini talking turkeys. These are so cute, aren't they?
I know.
I like that guy. He doesn't look